Well, the complete lineup for the men's 10,000 meters. The very good Spaniard, number 4, Miguel Gonzalez. 11 men in this final. Gonzalez the favourite, and he's wearing the bib that denotes he's the European leader. We have Alberto Mondazzi from Italy. Possibly not one of the stronger runners, nor this man at the moment, Navegile Nordaz. Well, Adrian Garcia, 3:22 runner, could potentially get up into the medals. Mustafa Belghiti, another man who's not broken 31 minutes yet in his career. Tom Hendricks, 30:04. Now this is a man who's got a chance of a medal, Simon Hallahogen. One of the two favourites, Sezgin Atak, second fastest man in the field. Miguel Gonzalez, 3:02.73, so he leads the European list in this event. Representing Romania, second good Romanian in this competition, Dorin Andrei Russo and Sergei Polikaparenko. So 11th in the lineup, Philippe Vittorino. Gonzalez set his best time in the Ibero Championships recently. 25 laps of the track, so the best part of 30 minutes of racing ahead of us. Well, the European Under-20 champ record held by Christian Lepreche, that stood for 27 years. 28-22-48 to the Italian. Championship record, Ali Kaya, well, he wasn't far from that. 28-31-16 when he won in Rieti, just to the south of Grosseto, back in 2013. But realistically, none of these men have gone under 30 minutes. So it's difficult to see any of those records being challenged here. Indeed, if we see a time under 30 minutes into the 29s, I'd be very, very pleased indeed. The show would be a great race. Vittorino taking the lead at this stage. The rest of the athletes not really interested in running very fast so far. Vittorino just out front. Look back at the track. Well, Belghiti leading the way. 3 Italians in this race. In Group B, we have 5 women in this competition. So there were fears that this was actually going to go on for rather a long time, but I think we're now getting to the sharp end of things, and it may get resolved very quickly. Well, Vittorino not really working terribly hard, but behind him, nobody particularly interested in either chasing him or putting in a fast pace. Gonzalez just looking very, very comfortable. So this is the last track event of the evening. They went through 1 kilometre in 3:20.16. Vittorino, well, you wouldn't have expected him to be a medal contender. He's got a best of 31:05.73, so he's one of the slowest in this 11-man field, but he's just going out and running his own race. And this, of course, is at the moment 3:20. You can do the arithmetic. Is outside 33-minute pace. It will, of course, speed up just a little bit, one would hope and imagine. Does remain this way. We're going to have to start pushing back a few of the victory ceremonies that we've got to complete the daily program. I'm sure it will speed up, particularly in the second half of the race. So Vitorino has a lead of 60 metres as he comes up to see 21 laps to go. The rest of the field are just letting him go. He's just running at 33-minute pace. He's running very comfortably, even though he's one of the slowest men in the field. Just looks like a training run for Vitorino. As for the men behind him, well, at some point they're going to have to decide to close him down. But he's still about 40 metres in front of the rest. Led by Gonzalez, with Garcia, the Romanian, leading the rest. Vitorino set his personal best in Stockholm. Vitorino swings over, gets a bit of refreshment. Threw in a very quick second kilometre. Just over 3 minutes, so went through 2 kilometres in 6:28.45. Well, the others are starting to reel him in. Gonzalez starting to close the gap noticeably on Vitor. 3 over, 4 having failed twice. Svabikova has done her arithmetic, has passed this height, has only had one clearance at 4 metres, and quite possibly that will suffice. That's Group A. Group B, with 5 women vaulting. 2 clear, Gatulina Murto, Cordry, Rizik and Valentic. Failed at the first time, and we just saw Valentic bring the bar down second time of asking. So if things stay this way, Valentic would get through, but talking as though 4:05 will be enough to see the athletes through to the... So Vitorino still in front, but I think his days in that position are numbered. The rest of the field have closed him down. It's Gonzalez and Garcia directly behind him. Russo, the other good Romanian, in shot. You can see the slightly built attack. So the whole field, all 11 men, still very much together at this stage. Vitorino has been caught. 3 kilometres in 9:41.39. So A much slower third kilometre as Vitorino was tiring. The men behind him running quickly. Looking to a coach for a bit of guidance. One final attempt for Rizak. Well, the Italians now taking up the running. Still has chances of going through. At the moment, between the two groups. There are 7 women who cleared. One final attempt for Debina, who might have misjudged this. She passed at 4 meters. Coming in at 4:05, and that will be a crucial vault. Because if Debina clears, she'll go through to the final in place of Valentic from Croatia. If she fails, it's the Croatian who progresses as the 12th best. Still Vitorino back in front again as they're trudging around the track. Coming up for the 4th kilometre and 15 laps to go. 14 laps to go, I should say. This is rather sedentary pace. We're going to be here for a while. But by my calculations, the women's pole vault has abruptly come to an end. So nobody's needed to go up to 4:15, which was the automatic qualifying height. Plaudits go to Saga Andersson of Finland, Oksana Gatulina of Russia. Well, 12 women over 4 meters or better. Those are the 12 who will progress through to the final. Nicely dovetailed. Well, 4,000 meters was passed in 13:04:03, 16:26:04. So still barely inside 33-minute pace for the 10,000 meters. I can say with some certainty it will pick up, but this is fairly pedestrian pace through the first half of this race, with the two Romanians, Garcia and Russo, to the fore, and all 11 men still in contention at this pace. Just wondering really what's going through the minds of the two fast men in this field, which are Atak of Turkey and Gonzalez of Spain. They've got times close to 30 minutes. I'm just wondering at what point one or the other of them makes a move. Atak moving up on the outside, just making sure, I think, that he's got Gonzalez in his sights. He's probably assessed that Gonzalez is the main threat to his gold medal ambitions. Now Atak moves up on the shoulder of Gonzalez, gets a bit of refreshment. The table's moving into the third lane. Attack now, starting to increase the pace just a little bit. Having said that, that was a pretty slow lap of 75 seconds. We've seen a lot faster laps than that in major championships, even at under 20 level. Attack has cranked up the pace, though, that's for sure. And just a sign that Hendrikse at the back, as the Dutchman's starting to struggle. And Attack's fast lap has strung them out a little bit. Garcia and Russo covering the break, and Gonzalez. The three Italians. Policaparenko, Mondazzi and Belgetti up there as well. So just lost the Dutchman at this stage. He's starting to drift backwards. But 6,000 metres, that was a 71-72 lap. So a bit quicker, and 6,000 metres passed in 19:29.95. Still the pace not inside 32 minutes. So at this stage, no personal bests on the cards. This is all about championship racing now, and who's got the quickest finish. Well, Attack now has made a quick break, and it's Russo, the Romanian, who's following him. Suddenly decided that this was the moment to go through the gears. Gonzalez just checking what's going on, and he's starting to close the gap, getting back at the leading pair. Russo was in the best position to cover the break. So now with 9 laps to go, still a long way from home, it's Attack doing exactly that. He attacked Russo, Gonzalez. That's the 1, 2, 3 at the moment, and now a bit of daylight between the leading trio. In fact, 4 men up there. Italian at the back. Mondazzi. Indeed, the Italian at the back is Policaparenko. Right to go, and Attack pushes once again. Only Russo following him at this stage. Gonzalez and Policaparenko running very steadily in 3rd and 4th. Well, there's now about 20 metres between the leading pair. Policaparenko has broken away from Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking tired. This wasn't what we were expecting from the Spaniard. This is a man who was the fastest in Europe coming into this race. But at the moment, it's Attack Russo and Polikarpenko having a great run. The Italian. Polikarpenko, on paper, was the second slowest in this field. Admittedly, there wasn't a great deal covering them, but it's Attack and Russo, followed by Polikarpenko. Polikarpenko was 17th at the World Under 25,000 last year, has moved up distance this year. And having a race of his life, he's probably the only man close to his personal best. Russo and Attack, both men who've run close to 30 minutes. There's 3 men in the lead now, and 50 metres back to the wilting Gonzalez. But there's still 6 laps to go. There's a lot of ground to be made up. Coming through into fourth place is Nordas from Norway. He's leading the chasing group at the moment. Now, take your choice. Who's the most relaxed of these men at the moment? Polikarpenko looks as though he's breathing hard. I think Russo looks really in good shape at the moment. Russo's just covered every move and hasn't really done much of the running. You saw their Attack go back in front. So 5 laps to go, 2 kilometers to go for this leading trio of Sezgin Attack from Turkey, Dorin Andrew Russo of Romania, and Sergei Polikarpenko from Ukraine. 8,000 meters just undertaken. 25, 22, 28 the split. So finally, for the first time, the pace on course for a winning time inside 32 minutes. Attack, much shorter in stature than the 2 men chasing him. Now this is brewing up for a very, very interesting race. After a very lethargic first half of the race, we could be in for a cracking final 4 laps. Attack in front, as he's done ever since he made his audacious break. Set his personal best at the European Cup 10,000 meters in Minsk back in May. Russo, 21st at the World Under 18 5,000 meters last year. He's going to finish a lot higher numerically this time around, admittedly on the continental stage. There's Nordas with the man who led in the early stages of the race, Filippo Vittorino. Alberto Mondazzi, the best of the Italians, but at the moment lying back in 7th place. So 3 laps to go. Attack Russo and Polykarpenko of Ukraine. 3 laps to go for the leading trio. And nearly 100 meters back to the 3 men chasing them. Barring accidents, disasters or strange things, it's looking as though the medals are going to Russo, Atak and Polykarpenko, but in what order? That's very much to be decided. And they're just approaching the 1 kilometer to go mark. Sezgin Atak in pole position, as he's always been over the last 2 or 3 kilometers, apart from very brief periods when Russo's gone to the front. There's the leading trio coming up with 800 meters to go, 2 laps to go. So it's Atak, Russo and Polykarpenko. This is 4, 5 and 6. Belgetti, Nordas and Vitorino. Vitorino having a good race. I thought the wheels would come off after his audacious early lead as they pass the flagging Tom Hendrikse from the Netherlands. So, Atak, 600 meters to go, leading Russo and Polykarpenko. Terrific run from the Italian in 3rd place at the moment. Now Vitorino just starting to unravel slightly on the penultimate lap. So Russo now going to the front. It's going to be a teeth-gritting finale to this. 3 men, 3 medals. Russo in front. Atak of Turkey, 2nd place. Polykarpenko of Italy in the bronze medal position. Now just starting to be dropped. Atak now, as they're passing athletes. Atak now working really hard. 250 meters to go. But the long-legged Russo has got a change of gear, and he's away. And it doesn't look like the Turk has got anything to respond. He doesn't look like he's got anything in the tank. Russo looking very relaxed now. Looking around, seeing where Atak is. Coming around the bend for the last time. Entering the home straight. Just 100 meters to go for gold. Starting to celebrate. Polykarpenko now right up on the shoulder of Atak. It's not about the gold medal. That's going to Romania. And an inspired run from the Italian. Polykarpenko coming through. Gold goes to Romania. Silver to Italy. Bronze to Turkey. Well, a real change of pace from Russo over the final 200, 250 meters to leave Atak trailing in his way. And then Polykarpenko, sensing that silver medal might be his, comes through and passes Atak to take Italy's, the host nation's, first medal of these, the 2017 European Athletics Under-23 Championships. Well, Dorin Andrew Russo, a terrific finish from the Romanian. Well, it might have been about 50 seconds outside his best. Well, this man, every reason to celebrate. Polykarpenko getting a personal best of 31:10.85. Well, that's not the European champion. This is. Well, it's always good to get a medal. He might be a little bit disappointed, though, because he was 2nd on the European rankings. Well, Russo at this point had clinched the gold. But the inspired Polykarpenko coming around the home straight. It looked as though he drifted off the back and was going to settle for the bronze. But sensed that Atak was tiring. And as Russo comes through for the gold, Polykarpenko strides away and gets a gold medal. Gets a silver medal, rather. Taking about 6 seconds off his best. So Russo gets the second gold medal on this, the opening day of the 2017 European Athletics Under-20 Championships here in Grosseto. These are the images that will be on the social media